What is the time now? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Wherever you are joining me live today, the 24th of March 2020. Welcome to my live broadcast this morning, this afternoon, middle of the day, depending on where you are. Watching me all over the world, I have come this afternoon. Thank you, Ami Nuro from Australia. Thank you for joining me. Anieke Nonso, thank you for joining me. Ami, you are listening all the way from Australia. Thank you. Kinsley Olekama, thank you. IBB, thank you. Do Adare, Reginald Amara, thank you. Ago Collier, thank you. Okoye NG Fabian, thank you. Don Sami, thank you. Richard Eze Mado Samson, thank you for joining me. Iweke Bright, thank you. Ben Jackie Fanye, thank you. Prince Hyginus, thank you. Abba Uju, thank you. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Chai Kyari. Thank you, Kisili Olekama IBB. More blessing to you as well. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Foluke Martins, my Yoruba sister Foluke. Thank you for joining me. Ndubisi Ane. Thank you, Amy Brown. Thank you, Ndulue Nchekube Chuku. Thank you, Patrick Brown. Ami Baby Lisa, thank you. Watching from Nigeria, thank you. Obi Juru, thank you. Majas Chinedu, thank you. Eze Onodugo, thank you. My own Onodugo. Chidi, thank you. Onuibo. Onyengaga Oposi, my own Onyengaga, thank you for joining me. He's a John, Holy Temple, Udo Ada, Ifeko Blade, Obiageli Eze Uzoebo, thank you. My own Obiageli from Italy. Nadi Green, thank you. James Ihechuku, thank you. Rominkwa Okoro Vicky, thank you. Rami Konkwo, thank you. Onyema Esomchi, thank you. Chinedu Enyoku, thank you. Ehis Barre Tony Urumwa, thank you. Okono Peter, thank you. Chuks Elvis, yes. Onyenganga, see you, thank you. Thomas Mba Ndubisi Ani, thank you. Chuk Oji Magnus Barak, thank you. Thank you. Bob Rizin Onwe, my own Bob Rizin, yes, thank you. Onovo David, thank you. Justice Edwin, thank you. Denny KB, thank you. Yes, Chooks Elvis, I tell you, we are working towards restoration of Biafra. Oliver Chibuzo, Gift Victor, thank you for joining me. Chibuike Chima, thank you. Mary Fredrickson, thank you. Thank you for joining me. Ato Koye, Ability Obina, Prince Will Chris, thank you. Thank you very much, Nena Osigwe, Anthony Brown from Southampton, thank you. John Godwin, thank you. Moses Edoro Dion, thank you for joining me. Shedrack Chooks, thank you for joining me. Prince O. Eleono, thank you for joining me this afternoon, this morning, this evening, depending on where you are. Excellency Nwamurim Atuka, thank you. Israel Ede, Ifanye Mwakuba, Kelvin Klein, Arizona Patrick, Obina Ehilewa Joseph, you are all watching me. Prince Cassidy Presido from Deutschland, thank you. Ngozi Onwuka, thank you. Obi Lancy, thank you. Today, Okoro Vicky, I have to go straight to the point. We have over 700 viewers. Danix, Chukuma Ilonsi, Anthony Tat Humble, thank you from Mozambique. Yes, Okono Peter, thank you very much. Ato Ikemosu, thank you very much. There are a lot of breaking news, breaking information I want to pass on to you today, this afternoon, in this live broadcast. Thank you, Kenneth Obina Godwin Egbert for watching from Germany. Nick Odimeje, thank you. Thank you, Cyril Nwagwogo. Thank you, Devine Onyedi. Thank you for joining me. Uche Smart, thank you. Now I have to start. Egbon Osayende, thank you for joining me. Jerry Lawrence, thank you for joining me. Yes, now, before I start, a lot of you must have heard the news about the coronavirus in Aso Rock. Finally, Aso Rock have coronavirus, and there is no escape. The only worry that I have in this whole breaking news about the coronavirus in Aso Rock is that they have beginning to lie to the public and to Nigerians. If the chief of staff have coronavirus, he was in Germany on the 9th of March 2020 and presumably left Germany on the 11th or so back to Nigeria. And yesterday, 23rd of March 2020, after 14 days, he has been diagnosed of having coronavirus. My worry is that his results is coming almost the same time the one they call the president. The president they shouldn't test the president yet. They should test the president from tomorrow. So if they have tested the president like 2 days ago or a few days ago, that test is not authentic. The president should be tested again after tomorrow. And if he has not met with the president after coming back from Germany, that's a different thing. Or if the people that he met did not meet with the president, that's a different thing. But for the fact that he has met the president to brief the president after coming back from Germany, to brief the president about his meetings in Germany with the chairman of this CMS and whatever. If he has been to president office, shake hand with the president, met with the president who is his deputy, then they test the result now that they are bringing to the public is fake. If he has met with the president upon returning from Germany, which presumably he must have met with the president, and if that actually happened, the president should be tested from tomorrow and not before tomorrow. So Nigeria should demand the politicians who have tested positive. And you know, it is this whole coronavirus work with age. If you have any health issue and you have contracted coronavirus, that is the end. That is the end. And the politicians in Nigeria, all these corrupt politicians are all aged politicians. They are all old. And a lot of them have one thing or the other. So if this man called Abba Kyari have coronavirus, like we know it already. I know it already since yesterday. I posted it this morning before even the news come out. So if he has the coronavirus, it means that the entire Aso Rock is carrying coronavirus. Except he came from Germany, knowing fully well that he has coronavirus, and went directly to his room and locked himself, which he didn't do. So, entire Aso Rock is now in danger of coronavirus. And what does this imply? What it implies is that all the old people in Aso Rock, the clock is ticking. Anybody who is old in Aso Rock, the clock is ticking. You cannot even go to London. Nobody will accept you. The British government will not allow you to land in London. So it is time you face the music in your decaying and collapsing Nigeria. It is time. And when you see people advocating, most of them are advocating for them to import Cuban doctor. It's for these people now. They want to import Cuban doctor. Let them import Cuban doctor. Coronavirus will deal with people in Aso Rock. The evil people in Aso Rock. So, my own point today is that they have come to lie to Nigerians. If they want to conduct authentic tests for the president, the test should be done after tomorrow. That is the only way to ascertain whether the president has coronavirus or not. Apart from anything, apart from tomorrow, any test conducted between the time of Abba returning to Nigeria till today is fake. The test must be conducted from tomorrow. So Nigerians should be demanding for a new test, because what they will do now is the president will be infecting all Yoruba politicians who are going to be meeting with him from now on. They will use him to send to everybody must sink. You see this ship, they are not sinking alone. Everybody is going to sink with this ship. That is what the Aso Rock want to do, and they are going to use Buhari. So a lot of you will be receiving, the president want to meet you, Obasanjo, the president want to meet you, President Goodluck Jonathan, the president want to meet you. All these people from the southern part of Nigeria that are old politicians, the president want to meet you. He will become so nice to all of you just to go to Aso Rock to see him. And that is how they will infect you with this coronavirus. And they have come to break the news that the president is negative, so that by next week, from next week, they will begin to arrange meeting with all the people that he has been fighting with for the past 5 years, starting from Obasanjo, starting from Goodluck Jonathan. You will be having meeting with the president. Don't look at my hand. If you know Obasanjo, if you know Goodluck Jonathan, look, my hand is in my ear. Don't go to Aso Rock to meet Buhari or to meet the president. It is set up. Don't go there. The one I did not mention your name. If you are a very big politician from the southern part of Nigeria, if they invite you to meet president, don't go until further notice. If they invite you that the President Buhari want to see you to consult you, tell them that you are not available until further notice, that because your doctor say you are not feeling well. Don't go to Aso Rock to meet Buhari. Look at my eye, look at my hand here. I am putting my hand on my ear. Don't go. Any Yoruba politician, it is time they will invite you to Aso Rock, because they have come hurriedly to the social media to tell you that Buhari is negative. It is a setup. It is a lie. If Buhari is in Aso Rock, Abba Kyari, there are 5 and 6. And immediately he landed in Nigeria, he must have met Buhari several times. And according to experts, it takes 14 days. When you look at when Abba Kyari visited Germany and when the result came out yesterday, it is 14 days. 9 days minus 23, which is 14. So for Buhari to have been tested earlier before 14 days is another fraud and scam. He must be tested from tomorrow. After the test, from tomorrow or next tomorrow, and if it is negative, we can begin to see how to believe that it is negative. But the test that come out today, Buhari test, is a fraud. And if they are inviting you, because they don't want to die alone. These are terrorist-minded people. If they invite you, Obasanjo, don't go. If they invite you, David Clark, to meet Buhari, you met Buhari the other time, according to, or was it you or somebody else? If they invite you from the southern part of Nigeria, don't go to meet Buhari, don't go, because they don't want to die alone. Everybody, they want everybody to sink in the ship. That is what is going on now. And if you, even if they did not invite you directly by the president, if somebody from like Brutai, for example, or this, if they invite you for a meeting, tell them that your doctor have asked you to stay because you are having fever. Don't go. This is the way I have warned military from the southern part of Nigeria, and most of them, there are people that watched my video and they have died today. And they could have actually avoided being killed in Borno State if they have listened to my advice. There are people that listen to my advice and they are living today. They are alive today. They left the military. A lot of them left the military. The military can confirm it. That is why they are looking for young Nigerians to recruit, because a lot of them are leaving military because of our advice. And our advice is not to make them useless. It is for them to live for their family and children. If they invite you for in Aso Rock now that your advice is needed, do not go. If you know Obasanjo, I know why I'm calling the name Obasanjo. If you know Obasanjo, forward this video to him. If President Buhari invite him or the presidency of Nigeria, let him not go. If you know Goodluck Jonathan, they invite him that they need his help, let him not go. And even if they send somebody, they should stop receiving any visitor from Aso Rock for now, because these people don't want to go down alone. Everybody knows what coronavirus can do to old people. Old people. Abba is very old. All the people in Aso Rock, they are very old. Everybody knows what coronavirus can do. So if they invite you, don't go. But that is one of the reasons I come here. My second reason for coming live this afternoon, this morning, this evening, depending on where you are, is this. Now, before I go forward, I want you to see this. You see, this is in November of 2019, when the European Union warned Burutai to stop the spread of Boko Haram. You see? Stop spread of Boko Haram, UN, EU tells Burutai. This was in November of 2019. And I'm not going to read the whole report, but let me read it. Let me read part of it so that you will understand. Here, the United Nations and the European Union Special Representative to West Africa Lake Chad Basin Commission on Wednesday meet with Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General Tuku Burutai in Abuja, saying that the Boko Haram insurgents must be checkmated and their spread stopped. The UN Special Representative for West Africa and Sahel, Mohammed Ibn Chambers, and the EU Special Representative for the Sahel and the Lake Chad Basin Commission, Angel Lusada, stated this during their visit to Army headquarters in Abuja. They noted that their organization would work together in the fight against terrorism in Northeast Geopolitical Zone. Now, why I have come to tell you this is that on the 22nd of March 2020, on the 22nd of March 2020, Fulani terrorists, the other wing of the Boko Haram, attacked Niger State. They attacked a place called Gofa in Shiroma local government area with helicopter. Now, why did the Nigerian military allow terrorists to use their airspace? This is a fact that international community must look into. The terrorists in Nigeria are now using helicopter to kill and commit their terrorism. Nigeria airspace has been used by Boko Haram, by the Fulani branch of Boko Haram. They used Nigeria airspace on the 22nd of March 2020 and killed 31 military and police officers. 31. I don't know whether you have come across that in any mainstream media in Nigeria. I am calling on all the mainstream media in Nigeria. Why have you not reported that? First of all, let me give the story for the journalists that will be listening to me and writing it. The story is this. On 22nd of March 2020, which is day before yesterday, 2 days ago, in a place called Gofa, in Shiroma local government of Niger State, the police and military engaged Fulani terrorist bandit Boko Haram in a gun battle, and Nigeria security forces, the military and the police, were being aided by the Nigeria Air Force military helicopter against this terrorist. At a point, the military helicopter ran out of weapon, out of ammunition, and they had to go back to the military base to reinforce. As they left to the military base to reinforce, you can imagine Nigeria military, police, and the Air Force engaged Fulani bandit, terrorist, herdsmen, and to the extent that the Nigeria Air Force ran out of ammunition from air. They had to go back to the air base to reinforce and get ammunition to come back. Before immediately they left, another unidentified helicopter owned by the terrorists came and started and engaged Nigeria security agents. Unidentified helicopter flying in Nigeria airspace 2 days ago. You people don't know what you are into. In Nigeria airspace, helicopter owned by terrorists were flying in Nigeria airspace. And they came, back up the terrorists, and killed 31 security agents, including military and mobile police. 31. Of course, they killed few of the terrorist terrorist bandits, but my worry and what I want Nigerians, mainstream media and journalists, I want entire world to ask, why did the Nigerian army allow terrorists to use their airspace? It has come to the level of using helicopter terrorists. This is the first in history of terrorism. There is nowhere in the world that terrorists have beginning to use airspace of any country to attack the security agent. And in Nigeria, that record has been set on the 22nd of March 2020. It is time every meaningful person in Nigeria, every activist in Nigeria, rise up. Because if you do not rise up now, if you did not rise up now, don't think that it is only in northern Nigeria. You see that helicopter, that unidentified helicopter that came to kill Nigeria military and police. You see that unidentified helicopter? There are many of them. There are many of them. I want to tell you people this. Who amongst you watching me right now and who will watch this video later remembered when Nigeria military or Nigeria custom seized some helicopter in Wharf? How many of you could remember that? There was a news some time ago, long time ago, that Nigeria custom intercepted something and it happened to be helicopter, or that somebody imported helicopter. How many of you remember that news? My question today is, where is that helicopter that were intercepted by Nigeria custom? Where? The military should tell Nigerians, where is the helicopters that were intercepted by the Nigeria custom? We want that they show us where it is. This is a question that international community, that every well-meaning Nigerian should start to ask in the floor of the Senate. Of course, we know that they are closing Senate down. It is time you ask question, where is the helicopter that Nigeria custom intercepted? Because Simon Ekpa is suspecting that that helicopter is now in the hands of Boko Haram. And that was what was used 2 days ago to attack Nigeria military and Nigeria police. This is my submission. If they cannot provide that helicopter that were intercepted some time ago, it means that not only the military, but also the custom, they have Boko Haram members in Nigeria custom. We need to know where they put that helicopter. Also remember that sometime last year, hundreds of drones, computerized drones, were intercepted in the local wing of Murtala Muhammed Airport in Lagos. How many of you remember? Because I told Nigeria government that this, what we are doing now, they need the best. They need to bring in their best. How many of you remember sometime last year that drones were intercepted at the local wing of the Murtala Muhammed Airport? How many of you remember the news? And according to the military officers in charge of Lagos, order came from the above to release those drones which according to the reports, according to the intelligence reports, were ordered by the Kaduna state government under the watch of Governor El-Rufai. Now, according to the intelligence reports, that drone is capable or are capable of carrying out bombardment of places. Are you people thinking what I am thinking? It is time the Nigerians, you from the southern Nigerians, you from the middle belt, even though they have taken you indirectly to the north, start and rise up. What is Nigeria and Kaduna government doing today with the drone? What projects have the Nigeria or the Kaduna state government in Nigeria done with those drones that were capable or are capable of bombardment, carrying out bombardment of a targeted area? We want to know. It is time. The events that is happening now have required, it has become an imperative. It has become a compulsory thing that we begin to ask questions and begin to revisit the past incident of the past. In 2019, this was intercepted. What are they doing with the drone today? What has Kaduna state government done with the drone that were capable of bombarding a targeted area? This is not an allegation. Search the internet, search your Google, you will see the news of an interception in the Mauritania, the local wing of the Mauritania Mohammed Airport. It was intercepted, and not only one drone, 100 and something according to the report, if I could remember correctly. And not only that, it was just ordinary drone. According to the military intelligence in Lagos, the drone is capable of carrying bomb and carrying bombardment in a targeted areas. And today, we have seen bomb in Lagos. Of course, bomb can be planted, but now we have seen helicopter coming to kill Nigeria military. Where are the drones and where are the intercepted helicopter? We want to know. I will be the first person to ask that question. And I want every Nigerian, every well-meaning Nigerian, go to internet, go to your search engine and start searching the information I'm telling you now. Intercepted helicopters. Where are the helicopters? Intercepted drone, not just ordinary drone. Where are the drone? Who called the commander, the military commander in Lagos, and gave order for him to release the drone? Who? When I told you before, I told you people, when they removed the commander in Lagos and brought the new commander now, that is harboring a lot of Pakistanis in this army resettlement center in Lagos. Army resettlement center in Lagos have in that place have over 100 and something Pakistanis who have come as a mercenary so that to begin to, if the war break in Nigeria, the Fulanis will use them. They are there today as I'm talking to you. And do you know what they call them? They say they have joint military training. Joint military training. Which joint military training? How many of you from the southern Nigeria are following them when they go out in the morning to go and start studying the map of Nigeria? How many of you in this army resettlement center in Lagos, how many of you Yorubas that are there are following these Pakistanis where they go out, when they go out? How many of you are following them to do training. Is it, how many times do people train? These are sensible questions and issue of concern. You as a Yoruba man, you as a Biafra man, you are in Army Resettlement Center, and the only thing you do is to see Pakistani going out and coming in. Every blessed day, they will drive in the morning out, and they will come back in the evening. And you are not asking yourself question. Are you not a military man? Are you not supposed to be training with these people if it is actually a joint military training? Why are you not being carried along? They will never carry you along because they don't trust you. They will not carry you along, those of you in Army Resettlement Center in Lagos, because they don't trust you. Now we want to know who gave the order for that man that was in Nigeria, that was the commander of the military in Lagos, to release those drone. They say the order came from above. Who gave the order? And then after that, they removed the commander in Lagos and brought Fulani. As I'm talking to you today, the Fulani man is there, so that whatever that comes in there, nobody knows anything about it. You see that? That was the reason they changed the military commander in Lagos, so that whatever that comes there, it will be put under the carpet and nobody will question it. And it happened after this interception of the change of this military hierarchy in Lagos, happened after the interception of this drone. They changed the man. They brought another person who is a Fulani. It is a question. And today I am showing this to you. In all your posts from today, make it a hashtag. And it says, let it be on record that on the 22nd of March 2020, the terrorists operating in Niger State, northern Nigeria, used the Nigeria airspace by successfully using unidentified black helicopter to kill 31 soldiers and policemen in Gofa, Shiroma local government of the state. Simon Ekpa. What I have just said now, I want it to go viral. I want it to go viral. I want everybody to start making hashtag on this. It is time we hold these people, we hold them. We will make them stand on their toes. It is time they explain to the entire world, how can a terrorist group use the airspace of a sovereign country and successfully use airspace to carry terrorist attack against an instituted authority, the military and police. And they succeeded in killing 31 of them. This is a task you should do. Don't think that it is happening in the northern Nigeria. Your turn in the west or in the southern part of Nigeria is coming, if you are in the south. So it is time you participate in fighting from afar. Fighting for your life from afar, meaning that you are now enjoying yourself in the southern Nigeria, thinking that what is happening in the north is not coming there. If Biafra is not actualized, if Nigeria is not divided, you think you are going to be free in your south. When it will come to south, it will be. You see the way they come to bomb your place in Abulado. One bomb or 3 bombs will do a lot of damages. Not only that, it will do damages, it will render you useless. You can imagine what will happen if another 3 bombs explode in Idumota. Lagos is finished. What is Lagos? Where is Lagos? If another 3 bombs explode today in Lagos Island, that is the end of Lagos. Are you doubting me? Where is Lagos again? Lagos is in Lagos Island. Immediately, if they succeed in bombing Lagos Island today, that is the end of Lagos. So don't think that these people are not coming to your Lagos. They are already in Lagos. I did not say it. The chief of army staff said that Boko Haram are in Lagos. Did you not hear him? He said, even on national newspaper, that Boko Harams are in Lagos. So if they put 3 bombs in Idumota, that is the end of Lagos. Because Idumota is the heart of Lagos State. Once that island is bombed, that is the end of Lagos. Don't think that you are safe where you are. Don't think so. Don't think that, oh, this is a business of the North. No. It is not business of the North. It is your business. So long as you remain in Nigeria, it is your business. Even those in Biafra land, so long as you remain in Nigeria, it is your business. After they finish with North, they will come to you. And by the time if you allow them, if you don't make them stand on their toe until we get Biafra, if we allow them to have peace, by the time they are coming from North, it will be with a double force. With double force. Because it is going to be uneasy. If you continue to fight each other like you are fighting now, if you continue to think that you can do it alone, we have Amateko, we can do it alone, or that Biafra have Obuni where we can do it alone, it is a lie. When they come, they are coming with double force. It is time you open your eyes. You see this 19 governor state, 19th northern state for a governor's forum. You don't know what they are doing. It is time you open your eye. So now, let it be on record that the terrorists have used Nigeria airspace to carry out terrorist attack against military. And they succeeded carrying out that attack, and it was successful. Now, my third message goes to people in the United States about the census. About the census, because there is a video I have watched, and I think it is time. Those of you who are still having issues about the census in the United States, I want you to watch this video of one of our brothers.
Father Augustine,
it is very important.
In Anambra State in Biafra land, but I reside here in New Jersey, United States of America.
I want you to listen to this. It's very important. For those of you in the U.S., about this...
my name is Reverend Father Augustine Adimegwa. Father Adimegwa is from Orabu, Idemele, in Anambra State in Biafra land, but I reside here in New Jersey, United States of America. I'm here for 2 reasons. One, a couple of people have called asking about the census that is going on here in the United States of America, and the need for them to identify themselves as Biafrans. Secondly, there is somebody on the social media propagating Nigeria as our race. I want to address these issues. When you go to when you get the census booklet which I have here, the form, you go to number 9. It says, what is a person number 1's race? It doesn't say country. We advise people to register online. When you go to www.my2020census.gov, you will see the platform for the census. It's advisable to do the census online. And when you get to number 9, it talks about the person's race. It says about the race, not country of origin. That's where people get the confusion. Your country of origin might be Nigeria, but Nigeria is not your race. Your race is your homogeneous originality, where you came from as a people. And as far as we know, We are Biafrans, just as we have the Oduduwas, we have the Ariwas, we have the Fulanis. These are the different races that make up Nigeria. So Nigeria is not your race. It's not our race. And those of us who are from southeast, south, lower Benue, and some part of Kogi State, like Anan people, the Igbos, the Ibibios, the Idomas, the Galas, the Jaws, the Efik, and so forth. We have one homogeneous ethnicity and origin. That is why we identify with ourselves as a people, as a race, by name Biafra. So when you get to that census number 9, what you write is Biafran, not Nigerian. Nigerian is nobody's race. And America did not say your country of origin. They said your race. And the closest synonymous to race is ethnicity, your original ethnic group. And so we must make that distinction and indicate that we are Biafrans. Why do we have to indicate clearly who we are? I actually called the Census Bureau to ask about this question. And I spoke to one of the supervisors, and she told me, because I was trying to explain to the supervisor how Nigeria is not my race or ethnicity. And the supervisor said, and I quote the person, he said, "Sir, America cannot tell you who you are. You tell America who you are. And if you fill out the form and there is some mistake or some contradiction in the form, we will call you." I'm quoting the supervisor. And so we are here to tell America who we are, and not America or anybody telling us who we are. And that is why I was really frustrated, angry when I saw somebody on the social media asking people to write their race as Nigeria. Nobody is a Nigerian in the proper sense of it, by race. We can have Nigeria as our country to the best of, the best expression of Nigeria to be a country, but in actual fact, like I always said, Nigeria is more of a geographical expression. It is mega area. And so we cannot have it as our race. When we indicate that we are Biafrans and we are Christians, when we tell Americans that Christians are being persecuted, it makes sense. They will now understand that Nigeria is made up of many ethnic groups and not just one homogeneous people. And that is why it is very, very important that we make that case to the Americans, that we are independent nations within the contraption called Nigeria. And Nigeria, the Christians and Biafrans are being persecuted. It makes it easier for them to understand what we are saying, that a particular race in Nigeria is killing and massacring we Christians and Biafrans. And so, my dear people, some people have asked the question, I don't have paper, can I still indicate I'm a Biafran? Yes, this is a confidential document. It's not shared with any other platform in the US. So whether you are here legally or illegally, you are free to indicate in the census that you are a Biafran. Somebody also asked me the question, what of my children? They were born here. Yes, they're still Biafrans. People are entitled to dual citizenship. Yourself and your children are still Biafrans and Americans. So please, we are asking everybody to do the needful, to register and indicate that you are Biafran as your ethnic origin and your race. Yeah, thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, like you have heard from this, one of our brother, the Reverend Father, he has explained a lot of things. So, because a lot of people are still having issues with this census thing and all that in America. So, it is time we put this whole thing to rest. Put Biafra, any place that is available to put your originality, to put your origin, to put your race, to put your whatever, put Biafra there. Somebody called me and was telling me he was filling the form and there was a place to choose your country. That is, according to this man, it was totally different. So any place you see where to put your origin, put Biafra there. You are going to be Biafran American. And if your children are born in America, they are still Biafran American. And even if you are staying illegally, like you hear him say, even those who are still illegal in the United States, you can still put, because they want to know how many people that are there. So it is census. It is the population of America. Even if you are illegal there, you put your, this thing there, put your, if you are Biafra, put Biafra. Even the Yorubas, if you are not happy as a Yoruba man in America, as a Yoruba woman in America, it is time you identify your origin. Oduduwa Republic. Because if you are putting Nigeria, it means that you are supporting terrorists. It means that you are supporting terrorism. It means that you are happy with the way people are being killed in Nigeria. It means that you are happy with anything. You cannot be in America, and after the good life you are living in America, you don't want other people in your country where you come from to enjoy the same life you are living in America. That is why somebody like me is shouting for Biafra and want Biafra today, is because I want the people in Biafra land to enjoy what I'm enjoying here, which is good social amenity, infrastructure, good school, good hospital, good health, and what have you, good road, good system. That is why we are shouting for Biafra. It is not because I'm enjoying it so much. What I'm shouting to come to tell you that you are in Nigeria, who is even wearing the shoe. You are the one wearing the shoe. You struggle on daily basis. You go to school, graduate from university. You don't have job. You'll be working from one place to another. After 5 years of graduation, you don't have job. That is the reason why I am shouting what I'm shouting now. That is the reason why I am doing a lot of research to make sure that your senses come back. How can you study waste all your years in the university with hunger, starvation, trying to go through school? After going through school, you don't have a job. The government don't create job for you. You will go and start doing Okada. You will go and start doing other things. So what is the essence of going to school? To communicate in English or to understand when somebody spoke to you. It doesn't make sense. It is time you come out, bring yourself, and let us fight for the freedom and build a country that whenever you are in school, from school you already have a work practice. As you are finished, before you finish school, there are letters coming to your houses. The availability of job. That is how it happens here. Depending on what you study. You don't need to, sometimes here, as if you are studying, for example, in nursing or some kind of engineering, or before you finish, from your school, you will be going to work practice. And if you are good in your work practice, those people will put your name down, waiting for when you graduate. Immediately you are graduating, you are going there, they are taking you. That is why this Western world are different. And we have lived in Western world for a very long time. We want to bring back what we have learned to develop Biafra land. That is why we are so pissed with what is going on in Nigeria. How can you study and study and study? Your parents will suffer and you graduate and nothing. You will be looking for a job from one place to another. You don't even have good environment to study. If I show you a video of primary school in Nigeria that has oil, you will shed tears. Primary school pupils were studying and the rain was falling and one of them was just trying to shift himself so that he will not be disturbed by the rain, and it was falling. That is really something that breaks heart. So it is time you come together. Forget this. Ordinarily, we are not supposed to come and start preaching to you because you are the one who is wearing this shoe. But because we understand that this has happened for 50 years. For those of you who are 30 years today, you have suffered for 30 years. Your mental state have changed. And we understand that. That is why a lot of people have volunteered to come to start doing this. Otherwise, we are not supposed to do it. But because your mental state have changed because of the hardship, because of the way they have subjected you to think. So we need to come and do a lot of work to correct that. Otherwise, we are not supposed to be telling you your problem. You are the one who have the problem. I don't have the problem. You have the problem. Most of us don't have any problem. We can just forget about Biafra, forget about Nigeria, forget about Africa. We leave you people there to do how you want, but we don't want that. We don't want that. And a lot of people are doing that actually, which is the reason you see some of them in the United States, some of them in Europe. When you talk Biafra, they will tell you, Nigeria, because they don't care for people back home. They are living comfortable life. They have job. Their children are there. So when they come home, they have their family, their wife, and all that. And then when you talk about Nigeria, they will look at whatever, all the things they have achieved, what they have, and they will relax. But not everybody are like that. And this kind of people are the one that always fall victim when they go back to Nigeria. Any day they visit Nigeria, they will kill them in hotel room. Have you not been hearing the news? Any day, this kind of people, they visit Nigeria. That is when the evil people in Nigeria will come to their hotel room and kill them. Like you have been hearing the news. Some people never visited Nigeria for 20 years. Immediately they come to Nigeria will kill them. So it is time you either fight now or you will just die in Nigeria and you die for nothing. Thank you. And this awareness will continue to come. Share this video. Share the video to Obasanjo. Share this video. Let it go to Obasanjo. Let it go to Goodluck Jonathan. Let it go to every big politician in the southern part of Nigeria. Let it go to Femi Fani Kayode, because Femi Fani Kayode now, it is time they are going to invite him to Aso Rock. They will say, oh, all the problem we have with you before, it is now over. Come to Aso Rock, the president want to see you. They want to transfer coronavirus to him. Tell everybody in the southern part of Nigeria who is a very big politician, don't go to Aso Rock. Buhari and his men are ready to make sure they sink. And not only that, Osibajo now is in a very high risk. We don't know whether he has met with this Abba Kyari or not. He is in a very, very high risk. So not even Osibajo. I'm advising everybody from Yoruba land, all the politicians that are going. Don't go to Osibajo again until further notice. Don't go to Osibajo because at least if he has contracted the virus, he will survive it. His age is still on that part. He will survive it. But don't go there. You Obasanjo and Jonathan and other politicians. It is a serious warning. This is not just propaganda. This is a serious warning. Whatever comes out of our mouth, we care for every human being. Whatever comes out of our mouth is something that have been established, a fact that has been established. We don't just come online and start talking. Thank you for watching me. Share this video. Let it go viral. And see you again.